Well, in the Tiger Talks, Dan Stevens, Coach Tony Edwards, coach the Salem Tigers, going to be looking a lot different this year after graduating quite a few of your starters last year. Only Silas DuBois is your true, really one starter coming back, and that means it's going to be a very young Salem Tiger team, and look for a lot of mistakes this year.
Yeah, it's one of those that we knew coming into this off season, this season that losing 8 seniors graduation and a lot of them starters, that there was a lot of shoes to fill this year, and we knew that coming in. And the biggest thing is I try to address to my players is let's stick to the basics and fundamentals, because we have a lot of kids that are new to the varsity level this year and haven't seen that kind of speed and pitching. So, yeah, it's going to be a learning curve for the first part of the season, and one that we're trying to focus on and address, and hopefully we can figure some things out pretty soon.
And when I talk about mistakes, I'm not talking about the kids just making mistakes. First off, you as a coach, you got to find the right position for some of these kids, because you really don't know what it is, and you're having to fill all these new positions. And second of all, they're going to possibly be put in positions they've never played before.
Yeah, that's correct. We've got a few guys that have played in the outfield in the past, and we've asked them to move to the infield, and we've asked 3 or 4 young guys that have never really pitched before much to step up and give us some innings this year. So, yeah, it's going to be some learning curves for both myself and the players. But when you, like I said, when you lose that many seniors graduation, you got to find ways to fit the pieces to the puzzle.
Kind of coming off a couple of tough losses over the weekend to Cuba and also to Belmont. Coach, this is the learning part of what it's all about. You don't become an SCA champion overnight, and you got a lot of youngsters. You were talking about a lot of sophomores getting a starting position today, and, of course, a couple of juniors. You don't have a high senior count, and when you don't have that much experience, Coach, you got to go with what you have.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's part of rebuilding a program when you're being competitive the last few years and winning back-to-back SCA championships. And you lose that many seniors, it's one of those things where you're going to have to rebuild, and that starts with the young players, with sophomores and some juniors, and maybe a freshman here and there. You never know. So that's the coach's job, is try to fit those pieces to the puzzle and try to find the best nucleus. And right now, we're just trying to find our way and find our identity, and we'll see what happens.
So today's game, and really, if people come and see what the Tigers are all about, today's game, obviously a little bit different from the weekend when you had some 85 and 90-degree temperatures. It's going to be cool again, and that also has an effect, because really all season long, Coach, we know early in the season when you try and get those baseball fundamentals in, you had nothing but cold and wet temperatures, and I'm telling you what, it's hard to get any kind of consistency in practice when you can't be outside.
Yeah, you're right. We always try to find a nice day if we can to get out, because, like I said, it's very vital that we try to work on those fundamentals. And we've been a little fortunate. We've been getting outside a few days, but yeah, those cold temperatures can definitely play a part, because then you're kind of really stuck to just hitting and focusing on hitting only, and that really kind of takes the place of working on your ground ball work, your fly ball work, and all that thing. But yeah, that's part of baseball, and it's definitely living in Missouri. It can take a toll. So we're accustomed to it. We'll get 80-degree day, 60-degree day, rain, no rain. It's just part of baseball. So it's something we're going to have to look past and just move forward and try to win a game.
Taking on the Steelviile Cardinals today, Coach. Last year, very tough game, and Salem won it down there in Steelviile. What can we expect today out of Cardinals?
Yeah, they're kind of similar to us. They had a few good players last year that were seniors that really contributed. I think they're going to have a decent idea of how to approach us after looking at our scores, that they need to be patient at the plate, and I think they'll do that. We have to find a way to manufacture strikes when we're on the mound, and be aggressive with our pitching, but also be aggressive with the hitting, because Steelville's not a team you definitely want to take lightly. They're, they always seem to find that one good pitcher, and they always try to find a way to be patient and find guys, and they're not afraid to steal and move guys across. So We definitely got to be on our toes today. We got to stick to the basics, stick to the fundamentals. Just make the routine play and don't let them beat you doing that. So should be a good matchup. Hopefully we can come in today and throw strikes and give ourselves a chance. It should be a pretty good ball game.
All right, Coach, all the very best today against the Cardinals of Steelviile. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Stay tuned. Tiger Baseball, it is next.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Tiger Baseball. Today's game is being brought to you by Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town & Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Canoke, Missouri, LLC, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flyin' W Boutique, Four Rivers Community Health Center, American Family Insurance, Salem Memorial Hospital, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardy, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, Discount Bins in Salem, and Vaughn Insurance Services LLC. Thanks to these incredible sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events right here on KSMO Media.
And we welcome you to the Salem High School Baseball Field Complex as the Salem Tigers will take on the Steelviile Cardinals in this, well, we'll kind of say we'll call it a conflict between these two teams. Good rivalry usually between Steelviile and Salem. Baseball's been one of their better ones over the years, where the Tigers have really done a pretty good job the last couple of years, winning some close games, 2-1 and 3-1 last year. But this year, Salem is rebuilding, and Steelville somewhat rebuilding. So it'll be an interesting contest for these two teams as they come out and play. First off, thank you to ladies at Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon for sponsoring our Tiger Talk. Alicia, Candy, and Katie, 101 West 4th Street downtown. They do an incredible job. We do appreciate that. And also thanks to United Country Salem Realty for sponsoring our intro to Salem Tiger Baseball. By Wells, the broker owner, 573-729-3148. Stop by 605 South Main Street. If you're video streaming with us, you'll enjoy the Ozark Overhead Door scorebook at the bottom of the page. You can get that. Zane is responsible for that. He's a real good guy. If you need some work done on your garage door, be it installation, brand new one, repairs, preventive maintenance, or maybe you want those new type of doors that don't make any noise when they go up and down. Yeah, we got one of those with a rubber, no chain on it anymore. Now it's just a rubber belt. It is quiet. 314-243-9341. Get in touch with Zane for all your overhead door needs. And our instant replays will be brought to you by Hubs Tire Center. They're a 3-generation family-owned business in Salem. They can handle your tire needs, state inspections, auto repair, and more. 801 South Main Street, 573-729-5800. Right now we're getting ready for our starting lineups to be announced, and Salem and Steelviile getting together. Steelviile will start out their catcher, Ripken Halber. He'll be leading it off. Garen Rector will be doing the pitching. He'll be batting second. Jackson Woods at shortstop, batting third. Hunter Starbeck in center field. He'll be batting the cleanup spot. Chase Grayson will play first base, batting fifth. Carter Grandstaff, he'll be at second base. He'll be batting that sixth slot. Cameron Wallace will be batting seventh and playing in left field. Carter Wallace will bat eighth and play third base. And Evan Midget will be the DH today. He'll be DHing for Colin Orick, who will be playing right field. For the Salem Tigers, Silas DuBois will be in that leadoff spot. He'll be doing the catching today. Wayne Skidmore will be on the mound for Salem. Dan Emberry will be playing first base. Hayden Ragsdale gets the cleanup spot. He'll be batting fourth and playing out in right field. Brad Hallinar at second base will be batting fifth. Mason Sanders will be at shortstop, batting sixth. Aaron White in left field. He'll be batting in the seventh slot. Ryan Renault will be batting in the eighth slot. He'll be at, let's see, we got him in a different position. We'll get back to him in just a minute. Luke Christensen will be in center field. He'll be batting in the ninth slot. And looks like Renault will be playing at shortstop, and it will be Sanders over at third base. So Sanders will be at third base. Renault will be at shortstop. Cardinals playing their red jerseys, white pants. Salem Tigers in their Carolina blue jerseys with white pants and also the white sleeves. And we're going to take a 90-second break and come back after our national anthem with Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem was founded in 1883 on the principles of local ownership, a commitment to the people of our community, local decisions, and a conservative approach to banking. As one of the oldest locally owned banks in the Ozarks, we've had the privilege to serve generations of local families. We pride ourselves on dedication to our customers and the people of Dent County, and we take pride in being an important part of it for years to come. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. A couple of those sponsors include Discount Bins in Salem. Discount Bins has truckloads of new merchandise each week, and the prices drop every day until they're gone. Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
As we return to Salem High School Baseball Field Complex, a little bit of overcast skies today, and not too bad, not a real breezy day, but very comfortable. Not quite as warm as this past weekend where you had 88 and 92 degrees, but definitely still pretty nice weather. And you never know this time of year what you're going to get. A lot of times we get rain, sometimes we get cold, sometimes we get windy, but right now we are in a real pretty good baseball position. So we'll be starting on the hill for the Salem Tigers. Wayne Skidmore. Silas DuBois will be doing the catching. As we finish out the infield, Dan and Barry at first base. At second, Brent Hellenar. At third base, Mason Sanders. And at shortstop, Rylan Renault. And out in left field, it'll be Aaron White patrolling out there with Hayden Ragsdale in right field and Luke Christensen down the middle in center field. Jackson Woods wait on deck. Getting back in is Halbert. He just absolutely stands absolutely still. And a high pop-up foul back. It's out of play on a high off-speed pitch. He got out in front of it, fouled it back. Full count on leadoff hitter Ripken Halbert. We're in the first inning here, just underway. They give him a little bit of right center. Halbert waits. From the stretch, the pitch, way outside, ball 4. And Skidmore walks the leadoff man. Ripken Halbert, Garrett Richter.
Number 9, Garrett Richter.
Richter will stand in, bats from the right side. He's up in the front part of the box. Crowds the plate. Halbert with a fair lead. And the pitch comes in. That's a strike, high strike. Skidmore not very fast to the plate. This will allow runners to get an extra step. Albert has seen him now. Comes to the stretch. Pitch comes home and a foul down the right field line. Ball hit the pole and bounces back. Easily found in the short grass here at Salem. Quickly 0-2. Garrett Richter, he'll be doing the pitching today for the Cardinals. Albert leads off. He's doing the catching. Not going. The pitch comes in, a foul straight back. Wayne Skidmore on the hill for the Salem Tigers. Back-to-back SCA champs. 2024, 2025. From the stretch, Skidmore checks Halbert. He's going. The pitch is high. Throw to second base way offline. And actually backed up nicely by the second baseman. Getting over there was Brent Hallinar. So a stolen base for Halbert. Pitch was up and away. 1-2 the count with a runner in scoring position. Silas's throw sailed to the second base side of the bag as he cut loose. Skidmore working from the first base side of the pitching rubber. Comes to the stretch. Brings it home. Line drive base hit right center field. 1-0 Steelviile. Making the turn is Albert. They'll not throw him out. As the throw goes into second base, nobody's there. So Richter singles. 1-0 Cardinals.
Batting third, number 10.
Going with that fastball was Richter, and he drilled it in the right center field. Ragsdale got it back in. And now Jackson Woods will stand in. He's their shortstop. Skidmore could not sneak the fastball past Richter, and he just took it right into right center. Pitch comes home. That's a fastball on the outside edge. Perry holds on the runner first base. That's Richter. Pitch comes home. Swing and a miss on one inside. I don't think they pinch ran for the pitcher. A lot of times they do that now. No, they did not. He is on first base. 0-2 the count. Nobody out. Pitch to Woods. Comes home. Line drive in the left center field deep. Going back, and there, and making the catch in left field was Aaron White. First out. Got off the end of the bat.
Batting fourth, cleanup, number 8, Hunter Starbeck.
And White had plenty of time to get there. Had to drift to his left. Took about 4 steps back and hauled that one down. Hunter Starbeck, their center fielder, is their cleanup hitter. Bats deep in the box. He waits. Runner first base, that's Richter the pitch. That's high with that fastball. Cool afternoon, light crowd on this baseball Monday. It is also, by the way, spring break for the school kids. 1-0 pitch, pop foul backing out of play on a awkward swing by Starbeck. Remember, in high school, there's pitch counts for the year you are. That all has an effect in a pop foul right side. That's going to drift out of play. Everybody chasing it, but that's way out of play. It's a 1-2 count. Skidmore has been ahead of everybody except the leadoff man, Halbert, who he walked. Richter took a 1-2 pitch to right center for the RBI single. He's running. Pitch comes in. Swing and a miss. Throw to second base. And not in time. Starbeck down on strikes. First strikeout for Skidmore. And Richter steals second.
Batting fifth, number 23, Chase Grayson.
So Chase Grayson, their first baseman, will stand in. Chase, right-handed batter. Stands kind of in the middle of the box. So pitch comes home. That's a strike. Inside edge. Early in the season, Skidmore obviously relying a lot more on his fastball. 0-1 to count. 2 down, run is in. 1-0 Steelviile. And a pitch. A high foul and a awkward swing again on a pitch up and in. Kind of tomahawked that one. Fouled it straight back. The fluorescent red bat being jiggled by Chase Grayson. From the stretch, Skidmore looks, checks. Pitch. Foul off to the right side. Late swing. Looking for some baseballs, and Steelviile coaches oblige. Salem softball Tigers will be at Ellington tomorrow. Fair first game. 4:30 start time at Ellington. The 0-2 pitch comes home and a line drive up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Richter. He's going to make the turn, and he comes home to make it 2-0. Grayson took that ball right back up the gut. Right where it came from, an RBI single. 2-0 Steelviile.
Batting sixth, number 6.
So Richter comes home to score. Stolen bases for both Richter and Halbert have come back to allow them to score. Now Grayson at first base. He timed that fastball and took it right back, right by Skidmore's left shin and went right up the middle. No chance for the infield to get to it. And Carter Grandstaff waits, pitch way outside. Off-speed pitch, looked like a curve. Barry holds on. Grayson, 2-0 Steelviile in the top of the first inning. Wayne Skidmore on the hill for the Tigers. Brings it, runner going way outside. That throw to second base. Going to be too late. Stolen base is the third of the inning. Mentioning the way Skidmore throws. When he goes into his stretch, he comes out. He hesitates a couple times before he comes home, giving the runner on first base an extra step, at least one, if not maybe two. And Silas DuBois will go out and talk to his hurler. I want to thank the great sponsors of Mid-Ozark Animal Health for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Dr. Ashley Cunningham is your vet out there. She does a great job for your pets as well as your livestock. Give her a call. 573-729-4031, 900 West Scenic Groves Boulevard, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, bringing you Tiger Baseball. Carter Grandstaff waiting at the plate. 2-0 to count. Pitch from Skidmore comes home. A chopper towards short. Third baseman cuts it off. The fire across the first base in time. Good job by Mason Sanders to read that one. 5-3 on the putout. 2 runs on a total of 2 hits, a walk, and 1 man left. We have now played half an inning. It's Steelviile 2. Salem coming to bat. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
Dent County Farm Supply is locally owned and here to serve your farm and home needs. Check out everything that we have to offer, including feed, custom mix, fencing, and seed, just to name a few. Did you know that we carry top brand names such as Purina, Bad Boy, Showrite, Weaver, and Steel? No need to travel, we're right here for you. Stop in and talk to the helpful staff at Dent County Farm Supply today, located at the corner of Highway 72 and East Scenic Rivers Boulevard here in Salem.
We go to the bottom of the first inning. Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader brings you the bottom of the innings. He can assist you with your auto, your home, your life, or business insurance. If you have questions about the right types of insurance for you, get in touch with Willie. He's located at 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. You can also call him 573-729-4941. Cardinal baseball begins on Thursday afternoon. Yay! Everybody's all excited. And, hey, Cardinals had the second best record in spring training. I hope you know. So we'll see how that moves into the regular season. But that should be interesting because you don't have the names you've come to know in the past. It's a whole new ball game. So we'll see what the Cardinals can do. Again, that starts Thursday afternoon. I think it's 1:50 with the pregame show. They'll talk about obviously the parade of cars that goes around with all the Cardinal players, Hall of Famers, etc. And then that game will start about 3:05 against Tampa Bay, if I'm not mistaken. That again will be Thursday afternoon, and then we'll be in Ellington to bring you that Tiger Whippet game at 5:45 on KSMO. If we have to start out on the stream only, we will, but then we'll join on the radio side. Silas DuBois stands in and takes a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. Silas had a good weekend, had 2 hits in each game. Left hand. Two-hopper up the middle off the second baseman's glove. Gets it, no play. It'll be an error. Hard hit ball, but Grandstaff couldn't field it cleanly. Actually looked like he kind of turned his glove the wrong way and catch it off the heel. Ball's hit barely to his right. Franklin with a short lead at first base. Salem is not an aggressive base running team. They have not been quite some time. He's got a short lead, big tall kid. That ball gets away. He's heading down to second base on the wild pitch. So after the air, the wild pitch puts a runner at second base. Salem down 2-0. RBI singles by Richter and Grayson. Barry could cut that lead in half. Give him a lot of room on the right side. The pitch swings, chops it foul towards the Salem dugout. Down the third base side. Appreciate all of you joining us on KSMO Media, whether you're streaming with us at KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, or KSMO YouTube, or you're listening on the radio side on KSMO AM 1340, FM 95.7. The 1-2 and a pop-up on the right side. Drifting out and back. And taking it down is the first baseman for the Steelviile Cardinals, Chase Grayson. 2 down.
Benny Cleanup.
Hayden Ragsdale will stand in. Ragsdale, 3-sport player, coming off football, now basketball, and now here he is in baseball. Squats down deep and takes it in for a strike. Right at the knees on the inside corner. Franklin at second base. 2 down. Pitch to Ragsdale. Here comes. Outside low. Good scoop there by Halbert. Garrett Richter on the hill, the right-hander. Trying to get out of this first inning. Steelviile got 2 in the first. This pitch comes in. That's a little bit low. Two down. We're in the first inning here in Salem. Richter checks, brings it, almost hit him. Ball gets away. Franklin did not see it go by and did not react. He's still at second base. Ball was tailing away from the catcher, Halbert, and bearing in on Ragsdale. And it just drove all the way back to the screen, but no advancement. The 3-1, there's a line drive to center field, and that ball is going to be a base hit. And here comes the runner, Franklin. He did not make a strong turn, and they had a chance at home plate. But they didn't make the play. So Steelviile kind of took for granted he was going to score. And Franklin kind of slowed up around third base and then came home. And an RBI single by Ragsdale. He hit that ball hard, and the center field base hit by Hayden Ragsdale. And Hallinar will stand in. Jounder toward third. That ball is fair. And the throw across is in time by the third baseman, Jackson Woods. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Carter Wallace at third base. Okay, I had that twice. Carter Wallace throws him out. 5-3 on a putout, but a run on one hit, one error, and there's one man left. We've now played one full inning. It's 2-1. Steelviile on top. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
And we welcome you back to the Salem High School Baseball Field Complex, our top of the inning, brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. You know, if you're a home buyer for the very first time, American Family Insurance has a guide that can help you with any questions you might not even know you have to ask. See Jonah at 1104 South Main Street in the Crossroads. He can help you out with that nice piece of, well, literature that will take you to the next level. That's Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent, 573-729-5156. Back to the hill goes Wayne Skidmore. He'll be facing Cameron Wallace, Carter Wallace, and Evan Midget. Do want to thank our friends at Jet Tire and Auto for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. 800 South Park Avenue, providing you with professional level service, a great collection of tires. Obviously, your off-road accessories, yeah, they've got them. And specialized wheels. That's right. You want custom wheels? They have got them. Jet Tire and Auto at Hometown Field waiting for you. 800 South Park Avenue, 573-729-3650. Wallace will stand in from the right side.
Cameron Wallace.
Got a bit of an open stance, kind of in the back part of the box. The pitch comes in, up and in, ball one. Skidmore gave up a couple of hits and a walk in that first inning. The walk always seems to come home. 2-1 Steelviile on top. We're in the top of the second. Pitch outside corner right on the edge for a strike. Steelviile with the red tops, white pants with the pinstripe that goes right down the hip, all the way from the hip area to the ankle. A swing and a miss. Kind of a late swing by Wallace. 1-2. Skidmore works from the stretch, basically, even though there's nobody on base. And the 1-2 pitch comes home. Low. Maybe a little outside. 2-2 the count. Sanders at third, about a half a step behind the bag. Otherwise, straight away everywhere else in the outfield and down the infield. This pitch comes home, outside high. 3-2. Steelviile Cardinals in town, facing the Salem Tigers. Skidmore brings it, a swing and a pop-up. Calling forward is Silas DuBois, and he makes the catch. One down. Popped up down the third base side just a little bit.
Batting eighth, number 4.
Carter Wallace will stand in. He's playing third base. He stands right on top of the plate, not like his brother Cameron. Deeper in the box as Wayne Skidmore brings home the first pitch. High with a fastball. An overcast afternoon here in Salem. We're glad to have you aboard. The 1-0 pitch comes in. There's a late swing and a miss. Ball was by him before he even swung. Good fastball up in the eyes by Skidmore, and Wallace couldn't lay off. You got to have fast hands to hit that pitch up there. 1-1 comes home. Here it is. That's up and in a little bit too high. 2-1. Tigers kind of give a little room in left center as Aaron White plays a little bit down the line. Pitch coming home to Wallace. Here it is. Right there on the outside edge for strike 2. Nice pitch by Skidmore. He looks in for the sign from DuBois. The 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul toward the Steelviile dugout. Almost hit the on-deck batter, Evan Midget. He had to dance a jig to get out of the way of that one. Late swing, and that ball one-hopped him. He motored out of there in a big hurry. Looking in is Wayne Skidmore for the sign. He's ready. 2-2, and a chopper towards second base. Hallinar comes in, gets it, to throw to first base in time. 4-3 on the put out. 2 down, and Evan Midget will stand in.
Batting ninth, number 25, Evan Midget.
Midget, the DH today. He's doing the hitting for Colin Orrick, who's out in right field. Deep in the box is Midget. He waits for the first pitch from Skidmore. And here it comes. A little bit high with a fastball, but it's a high strike. Oh, 1 to count. 2 down here in this second inning. Nothing shaken right now for the Cardinals. Skidmore's next one, swing and a miss, and way up in the eyes of the hitter, Midget. But he went a-cutting. Quickly 0-2, 2 down. We're in the top of the second inning. Skidmore looks, checks, brings it in, low. The boys knocked it down, gets it back to Skidmore. The Salem Tigers, they'll have Mason Sanders, Aaron White, and Rylan Renault coming up in that second inning. 2-1, Steelviile on top, and the pitch coming to Midget. Way high, 2-2. Getting back on the hill is Skidmore. Looking around, ready. Make sure his player's on position and brings home that pitch in the dirt. Knocked down by Du Bois. Full count. Ripken Halbert is on deck, the top of the order. Skidmore from the stretch with nobody on. That's what he prefers. And the pitch. That's high, ball 4. 2-out walk. Second walk given up by Tiger pitching. And Halbert will check in. He walked his first time, stole a base, and then got driven home on a base hit by Garrett Richter. Two out. We're in the top of the second inning. Albert waits, right-handed batter. Pitch comes home. Fastball outside, just missed the edge. Getting back in is Halbert. Walk, stole the base, came home on a base hit up the middle by Richter. The pitch comes home. That one's high. 2-0. Lady Tigers down at Ellington tomorrow, 4:30 against the Lady Whippets. Coach Moore and the Lady Tigers see how they can get their season started out. Pitch a little bit high and a little bit outside. 3-0. Skidmore trying to find that strike zone. He has 2 walks in this game and 2 hits given up. 3-0. That's strike 1 on the inside edge. Took a little something off that one. Salem leads right center open for Halbert. Runner at first base, that's Evan Midget. Short lead, not going. Swinging a pop-up on the infield will stay in play. Silas Du Bois back and makes the catch as the ball will pull back as it goes over the backstop. And a nice play by Silas to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 man left. We have now played an inning and a half. We go to the bottom of this second inning with Steelviile up 2-1. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family. and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. The bottom of the inning brought to you by Willie Strader, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent. If you're a small business, Willie can help you out. Get in touch with him at 573-729-4941 or go by 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Your friends at Dent County Farm Supply are proud to be a supporter of your Salem Tigers. They are proud to be able to provide you with feed and fertilizers, mowers, weed eaters, everything you need for your home as well as for the farm. Locally owned at 1716 Scenic Rivers Boulevard, Dent County Farm Supply. Richter back to the hill. 2-1 our score with the Cardinals leading it. Mason Sanders, Aaron White, Rylan Renault come up in this inning for the Tigers. Like to tie it up here or maybe take the lead against Garrett Richter.
Leading off for the Tigers is number 10, Mason Sanders.
So Richter, after his teammates congregate around him and back off, gets on the hill. Waiting is Sanders. Mason, right-handed batter, wiggles that bat. Here comes the pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards third. Off the glove of the third baseman and making it to first base easily. And then the ball is thrown away. And, of course, Mason Sanders better watch the way he turns. And it will be a base hit. Third baseman came in, tried to play the short hop, couldn't do it. And a great job after Wallace missed that one by Woods to go in the hole and have a chance of throwing him, but he bobbled the ball, then still threw it anyway. And really, Chase Grayson could not handle it. Ball went by, but there was no further advancement by Salem. So Sanders on at first base, Aaron White at the plate. White a lefty. They cheat in a little bit and throw to first base. Is knocked down by Grayson as it took a one-hopper over there. Big hole on the right side where the first baseman holds on. So White'd like to try and pull that ball. That pitch is low. Knocked down there by Halbert, but he couldn't find it for a moment. But Sanders not trying to move up. Playing it safe at first base. Salem down by 1, 2-1. Leadoff single by Mason Sanders. White waits. Very patient at the plate. Here comes. There's a base hit into right field. Getting it past the second baseman and pulling up and stopping at second base will be Sanders. White saw that hole, drilled it between first and second. Carter Grandstaff took about a step and a half, 2 steps, and couldn't get there. Getting in quickly, though, was Orick to get it back in. So it's first and second, nobody out for Rylan Renault. Rylan playing shortstop for the Salem Tigers. Right-handed batter. Richter ready, brings it. He's going to bunt. Bunts it right back to Richter. Nobody at third. He throws to first base for the sacrifice. Nicely done by Renault. Sacrifice goes 1-3 on the putout. And Sanders goes to third. White goes up to second. Second and third. 1 out for Luke Christensen.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 1.
No way there's going to be a play at third base because the third baseman, Carter Wallace, had come in to play that bunt. So the infield playing even with the bags. In at first and third, just a tick. As Christensen waits. That pitch is behind him. Good job by Luke to drop the bat and get it out of the way. 1-0 to count. Second and third. Tigers down by 1, 2-1. We're in the second inning. Richter looks. The pitch to Christensen. Low gets away. Here comes the runner trying to score, and a throw home. Not in time. 2-2 our score, and a wild pitch as Sanders scores. White to third base. And it's 2-2. That ball hit about 2 feet in front of home plate, skipped right past Halbert back to the screen. Sanders was not hesitating whatsoever. He came home with a wild pitch, and it's a 2-2 game. Now runner at third, only one out for Christensen. 2-0 to count. Richter looks, brings it. It hit him. It hit him. So the first hit by pitch of the game. It hit him on a fastball. Now, coach for Steelviile will come out and want to talk to his hurler, Richter, who seems to kind of lost a little composure after that hit by White. And then Renault got that sacrifice bunt, second and third, and quickly throws a wild pitch to tie the score and then plunks Luke Christensen in the back. We're in the bottom of the second inning, tied at 2. I'd like to thank our friends at Legends Auto at 500 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. 573-729-2884 is the number to call, where they'll keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape and keep you safe on the road, no matter what the seasons. Legends Auto. Richter will stay out there.
Now batting for the Cardinals, number 5, Silas DuBois.
Silas DuBois will stand in. I mentioned he had 4 hits over the weekend. Hit here, we give the Salem Tigers the lead. Runner going. The pitch is a strike. Throw to second base. Is not going to get away from the second baseman. And here comes White to score. Well, that ball got away on the throw down there. From Grandstaff. And it went into center field, so an error gives the Salem Tigers a 3-2 lead. Runner at second base. A swing and a ground ball to the right side. That's going to go through for a base hit. Runner's going to try and score, but he never touched third base. So Christensen has to go back. He missed third base on the base hit by DuBois. And he pulls up at third. Well, that's interesting. Got between strides, did Christensen, and so he had to backtrack, and it keeps the boys from getting an RBI. Will he be running? Yes, he will, and a swing and a miss. Throw to second base is not there to throw back to third, but getting back easily is Christensen on the cutoff play. Grandstaff threw it back over towards the third baseman, and Carter Wallace didn't even apply a tag. The Tigers have tallied 2 here in the second inning on an infield single and an error and some soft singles in the right field, but they were hit hard enough to make their way through. So 3 hits. Second and third, 1 out to pitch. Chopped foul as Skidmore took that one right off the front tootsies. Oh, 0-2 to count as Garrett Richter looking for a strikeout or a pop-up, something where the runners will not be able to advance. We hit it off the shin instead of the foot. Right there above the ankle. Years ago, they used to have freezing spray. They used to spray on there. 0-2 to count. Bottom of the inning brought to you by Willie Strader, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent. They've got you covered. As Richter brings it, a swing and a miss. High fastball gets Skidmore. His second strikeout, he struck out Du Bois to lead the game off, and now Barry will stand in with 2 outs. So relieving runners at second and third with Skidmore. See if Danny can come through with a big 2-out hit. He popped up to first base his first time. Danny likes to go to right field. The pitch comes in, curveball away. Had a nice break to it, but way out of the strike zone. They give him just a little bit of left center or right field line as well. Pitch comes home to Dannon. That's a little bit low. 2-0. Hayden Ragsdale waits on deck. He got a kicky 2-out hit back in the first inning. 3-2 Salem, the pitch. It almost hit Barry. It's a 3-0 count. Ball got away from Richter. At third base for the Salem Tigers, it's Christensen. Du Bois at second. And a pitch. That's right down the middle. Barry taking all the way. 3-1. Richter looks in, the sign from Halbert. The pitch. High fly ball down the left field line, but foul. Dannon got a good piece of that one, but drilled it foul. That's a full count. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Salem with a couple of runs here have taken the lead. And the pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. Foul tip, I think, caught and held on by the catcher. Back-to-back strikeouts for Richter, but the Salem Tigers scored 2 runs on 3 hits. There was a key error, and there was 2 men left. We have now played a total of 2 innings here at the Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. It's the Salem Tigers 3 and the Steelviile Cardinals 2. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these great sponsors include Legends Automotive LLC, Salem License Bureau, Fly & W Boutique, the City of Salem, Salem Farm Equipment, VIP Properties, as well as Quick Tan and more. Be sure to thank these sponsors the next time you see them. It's only because of them we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Oh, yeah. And we welcome you back to the Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. We're in the third inning. And Wayne Skidmore back out there. Fouled one off his shin, and he's okay. Good to see him back out there. Tigers with 3 hits in that second inning. Need an error to get the lead run in on a throw to second base, and they were trying to do the cutoff play and went off of Grandstaff's glove in the short right center field, and that allowed the lead run to come home and score as White just scampered on in. Salem with 4 hits in this game. That second inning started out with a short hop base hit by Mason Sanders on the infield. Then White got a single to right field. Not hard hit, but well placed. And then Renault sacrificed them both over, and that sacrifice proved to be fruitful as both of those runners came home to score. Christensen was hit by a pitch. Du Bois got a soft single to right. Thing is, neither of the Salem Tiger runs were driven in. One scored on a wild pitch, and one scored on the error. Garrett Richter will lead it off here in the third inning. Top of the third inning, brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer. And there's a line drive in right center. That's going to fall for a base hit. And he may make the turn. No, he's going to pull up at first base as the throw gets back in by Christensen. So Richter with his second hit of the game, about the same place, only a little bit lower. First time up, he line went right back by the shin of Skidmore. Jackson Woods will stand in. He flew out the left his first time. A leadoff single by their pitcher, Garrett Richter. He stays in the game to run. Skidmore with a long look. Brings it. There's a ground ball base hit in the left field. Woods singles in the left field and back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. Well, Skidmore going to be faced with a little difficulty here in the third inning as Hunter Starbeck will stand in. I'd like to thank our friends at American Family Insurance for bringing you the top of the inning. Give them a call, 573-795-156, for all your insurance needs, including umbrella or renter's coverage. American Family Insurance. Your agent, Jonas Schaefer. Dan and Barry cheats in. The pitch comes in and bunts in the air, and Barry caught it. They got a double play at second if they can get the ball to him, and they do. A double play. Richter was running on the play, and a bunt by Starbeck turns into a double play. Barry to the shortstop.
Batting for the Cardinals, number 23, Chase.
And that's Renault. So runner at first base is Woods. That could have been a triple play if they had been running. But Barry dove all 6'5" or 6'6" of them. He got that ball just off the grass and was able to get that ball to second base in time to double off Richter. Pitch comes in, a foul on a high fastball by Chase Grayson. He singled his first time up. So a nice defensive play by Dan and Barry. That's a helpless feeling when you're like Richter and thinking that that ball got caught and I've got to go 70 to 80 feet back to that bag. Swing and a miss, a little off-speed pitch. Quickly 0-2 on Grayson. Grayson singled to right center field, his first time. At first base right now is Woods. Short lead, not going. And there's a ball off the fist towards Hallinar. He has it. It died in the dust. And that'll take care of the Steelviile Cardinals as Hallinar throws out Grayson. No runs, 2 hits, a double play, 1 man left. We have played 2.5. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Salem on top 3-2. We'll take a 1-minute break and return. It's Tiger basketball. Okay, basketball? No, it isn't. How about Tiger baseball on KSMO Media?
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
And we go to the bottom of the third inning. Salem up 3-2. The bottom of the inning brought to you by Willie Strader, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent. And remember, if you've got a barn, you've got tractors, you've got that farm equipment, or even livestock, find out how that can be insured. Talk to Willie. Willie Strader, 573-729-4941. Or drop by 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. It will be Hayden Ragsdale, Brent Hallinar, and Mason Sanders. See if Salem can add to their 1-run lead. What a nice play by Dan and Barry. A diving effort on that bunt by Hunter Starbeck, who's their number 4 hitter. He made a play and then turned the double play on the Runner who was trying to get down there and a hop right past the third baseman as Ragsdale makes a turn and then decides not to try and go to second base. Ball took kind of an awkward hop on the third baseman as he came in, Carter Wallace. But went right past him. I'm going to give him a hit, though. So Hallinar will stand in. Ball just skipped right over his glove. Never touched it. But he kind of played it off to the side. That's what most of these kids do today. They don't play in front of him. That ball would have hit him and fallen at his feet. Instead, it becomes a base hit for Ragsdale. He's at first. The 1-0 pitch coming to Hallinar. There's a line drive into center field, but standing right in his path and makes the catch is the center fielder, Hunter Starbeck. 1 out. Ball's hit well by Hallinar. But there's 1 out. Mason Sanders will come in. He got an in-field single his first time. Ragsdale's hit down the third base line had a lot of English on it because he cut it off the handle. And maybe that ball just spun a little bit and jumped. That's hard to say, but I can tell you this. Mr. Carter Wallace is not happy that that ball got by him. That glove got thrown down quickly. 3-2 Tigers. A swing and miss on a curve. Throw down second way too high. Goes into center field. And Ragsdale decides he wants to try to go to third base. And the throw there is not in time. Hustling in with Starbeck to get the ball to third base. Wallace put the tag down, but Ragsdale just got in time. So the stolen base and then the error by the catcher. Salem Tigers with their third stolen base of the day. And now with 1 out and an 0-1 count, Sanders has a man at third. Infield halfway. Pitch comes home. Behind him with a fastball. You want to drop that bat down a little bit quicker. 1-2 to count. Next one comes in, again, a curveball, and it's up over the head of Mason. Ragsdale at third base. 1 out. Richter to Sanders. Chopper towards short. That's going to get the run home, and it might be another hit. No. Nice play by Wallace to throw him out at first base, but the RBI by Mason Sanders, and that makes it a 4-2 Salem lead. He made contact, and that's what's important. 5-3 on the putout, but the RBI. And now Aaron White will stand in. The Tigers taking advantage of some errors by the Cardinals. And this may end up being an unearned run. Chopper at first base. And right past him for another error as White reaches. Grayson reached for that ball. The ball went right in front of his glove and straight down. That'll be an E3. That ball might have grazed his glove, but that ball was right at him. So with 2 down, runner at first base, Aaron White. Sun making its way out. Renault stands in. He got a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Foul tips that one at the plate. Luke Christensen is on deck. 4-2 Salem. A run in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. Steelviile got 2 back in the first inning. 2 RBI singles back in the first inning. That ball in the dirt again. Renault the sacrifice, officially 0 for 0. Next one comes in way outside. So Sanders with the RBI ground out. Wallace with a good play to get in front of the shortstop. I thought if he didn't do that, Sanders would have beat it out, but didn't happen. That ball behind, again, the Tiger hitter. That's like a 4 or 5 pitches today. They've gone behind Salem Tiger hitters. It's a 3-1 count to Renault. Pitch to Ryland. Here it comes, and a pop foul backing out of play. Had a good cut at that fastball. Full count. White will be going on this pitch. Here in the third inning, the pitch comes home. Swing and a foul. And White will do it again. I'd like to thank our friends at Salem License Office, being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers, 1104 South Main Street. Remember, for your licensing needs, even notary services, and so much more, feel free to give them a call, 573-729-8305. Salem License Office, proud to be a supporter of your Salem Tigers. As Richter stepped off the mound, faked a throw to first base. Pitch comes home. Strike on the inside corner. Renault caught looking on that one. Stayed right at the upper edge of the strike zone. He's called out. That is the fourth strikeout of the day for Richter, but the Salem Tigers do score a run. They do so on one hit. There was one error. Make that two errors. And there was one man left. We have now played a total of 3 innings here at Salem. Our score, Salem Tigers 4, Steelviile 2. Will come back in a minute with the fourth inning. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Don't wait any longer for great dental care. Four Rivers Community Health Center specializes in helping individuals and families with Medicaid insurance. Need help applying for Medicaid? We have community health workers and navigators to make the process easy. Even if it's been years last visited the dentist, we can help. Our comfortable office, compassionate team, and minimally invasive treatments will help you feel completely at ease. Four Rivers Community Health Center. Your community, your health.
We go to the top of the fourth inning. It will be Carter Grandstaff, Cameron Wallace, and Carter Wallace. Wayne Skidmore on the hill. Has struggled at times, but at other times has come through. Got a big defensive play last inning from Dan and Barry, who was able to turn a double play after the first two got singles. So let's see what he can do here in the fourth inning. Tigers 0-2 going into this game. So they like to definitely get in the win column. I'd like to thank our friends at Technology Junkyard for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. You can talk to Chris out on Highway 72, open Monday through Friday, 10 to 6. And they have incredible selection of older electronics. And whether it be some refurbished monitors you want to get for very low prices, or maybe some old electronics like tuners, maybe even tape players. You can do that. Yep, he's got that stuff. And even some old computers he's refurbished, including laptops. Want to find out how to get that? Stop on by Technology Junkyard, 37,228 Highway 72 North. Or call 573-453-0418. Repair service for your TVs and computers, recycling services, and repurposing. Technology Junkyard. Carter Grandstaff to lead it off. As a little bit of sun has made its way out. Could start affecting the left side of the field if it gets a little bit more bright. As Skidmore brings the first one home. Way outside. Tigers leave right center field wide open for Grandstaff. He grounded out to third base his first time up. Skidmore ready, brings it home. Fastball up and in. 2-0. Grandstaff has given up 4 hits. He's walked a couple. Was benefited by a double play. The 2-0 pitch comes home way high. That one looked like it slipped out of his hand. 3-0 to leadoff man. Last leadoff man that walked was Ripken Halbert. He came around to score back in the first. Salem up by 2, 4-2. They've scored in every inning, has the Salem Tigers. 1, 2, and 1 up there on the first 3 innings. Pitch, that's a late strike. That was a pretty high strike, but a late strike nonetheless. Grandstaff back in, right-handed batter. Skidmore looks, checks, and brings it. And a soft speed pitch. Actually just put a changeup right there, and Grandstaff way out in front. No worse feeling than that when you can't stop that bat. 3-2 to count. And the next one coming home to Carter Grandstaff. And a swing and a chopper foul towards the Salem Tiger dugout. Skidmore is going into his 4th inning of work. Looks into Silas DuBois for the sign. He's got it. He's ready. Here it comes. High, ball 4. Grandstaff gets a walk, and Cameron Wallace will stand in, followed by Carter, and then Evan Midget yet here in this 4th inning. Cameron popped out to Silas DuBois back in the 2nd inning, down the 3rd base line. Lead for Grandstaff. He's not going. The pitch is low, knocked down by Silas. The bunt attempt, but I guess he pulled it back. No sign by the umpire that he went. Well, that bat was left out there a long time. 1-0 to count. Runner not going. That pitch was a strike, though, down to first base, and a short hop to Dan Barry. He had to catch the ball first and then applied the tag. 1-1 to count, as this time they did say that he attempted. I think he kind of did the first time, too. You have to show withdrawal of the bat. You have to start to pull it back. You can't just leave it out there. 1-1 count. The pitch comes home. That ball is attempted to be bunted, and he fouls it back. 1-2 the count. Nobody out here in the 4th inning. Salem with a 4-2 lead. Our next contest will be Thursday from Ellington. Now remember, it's a varsity-only game, and it will start at 5:45. Different kind of start time, but that's what they wanted to do. The 1-2 pitch comes home, high with a fastball. 2-2. The 5:45 Thursday from Ellington. And that game will be on KSMO Media. It may get started with a stream, but then when the Cardinal game is finished, we will definitely go onto the radio side. 2-2 pitch. Strike call. Outside corner fastball. Nicely done by Skidmore right there on the edge. And for Skidmore, that's his 2nd strikeout. Carter Wallace will stand in. He grounded the 2nd his first time up. Runner at first base. Grandstaff reached there on a walk. 1 out, 1 on. Pitch to Carter Wallace. Here it is. That's a strike on the outside corner. I don't know if Grandstaff can't read Skidmore. He's got a pretty decent lead, but he sure does not seem to get a good jump. See if he's going now. Nope. Foul down the first base line on pitch on the hands of Wallace, and he's going to feel that one. Yep. Ball had that clunking sound on the bat, and when you hear that, it means it caught you on the bat, either on the very end of the bat, where it's going to shiver your hands, or right there on the handle right above your hands. Quickly 0-2. The pitch coming to Carter Wallace. Strike 3 call. Another fastball on the outside edge. And Wallace did not react to it. And he'll walk back to the dugout disappointed. Evan Midget will stand in. He walked his first time up. So 3 walks in the game for Skidmore, but since that walk here in the 4th inning, he's painted a couple nice fastballs over the outside edge to get the Wallaces on strike 3 calls. That fastball's outside and high. Big hole on the right side where Barry's holding on. The runner, Carter Grandstaff. Wayne Skidmore looks, checks, brings it. That's high again. Throw to first base. And not in time, as again Dan Barry had to scoop that one up. And Coach Edwards coming out to talk to his hurler. He might be running out of pitches that he can throw. Well, let's see what Tony does here. Or he might be getting very near that plateau. I'd like to thank our friends at American Family Insurance for bringing you the top of the innings. Jonah Schaefer's your agent. Don't forget to take time out to review the assets of your home and make sure you got enough coverage. See Jonah in the Crossroads Shopping Center, 1104 South Main Street, or call 573-729-5156. So stepping back in will be Evan Midget. Skidmore still out there. Runner at first. The pitch. That's a strike. 2-1. Carter Grandstaff doesn't go, and again a pitch on the inside corner for strike 2 to Midget. Outside corner, inside corner. 2-2 to count, 2 down. In the 4th inning for Salem, it'll be Christensen, then the top of the order, Du Bois and Skidmore. The 2-2 pitch coming to Evan Midget. Here it is, and a high pop-up foul, and that's going to drift out of play. Out over the Steelviile dugout. On this Monday afternoon, glad to have you aboard. Whether you're listening in on the radio side at KSMO AM 1340 or FM 95.7, or you're joining us via KSMO Media with a video stream, we appreciate you being part of our afternoon. The 2-2 pitch, here it comes. Strike call. He struck all 3 of them out on called strikes on the outside corner. 4 strikeouts on the day for Skidmore so far. And we've played 3.5. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning with the Salem Tigers up by 2, 4-2. We will take a 1-minute break and return. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
It's only because of our sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Town and Country Bank, one of America's best regional banks in 2025 as ranked by Newsweek. United Country Salem Realty, Hubs Tire Center, On the Spot Auto Glass, Ozark Overhead Door, Looking Glass Salon, and the Technology Junkyard. Thanks to these sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
All right, we are back here to the bottom of the inning. Bottom of the inning brought to you by your friends at American Family Insurance. They bring you the top of the inning, and then we at halftime. We got basketball stats here. Oh, there we do, Ben. Look. Of course, I'm prepared. I'm always prepared. Well, most of the time I'm prepared. Anyway. We're in the bottom of the inning. This one's Farm Bureau Insurance bringing this one. Willie Streeter, your agent. You know, when life has its little happenings, you might need insurance. And if you do, Willie has the options that will make you a happy person. That's right. Give Willie a call, 573-729-4941, to make sure you have the coverage you need. We got a lot of extra old paperwork here. And a foul back to Christensen. My goodness gracious. They don't even use these forms anymore. What's happened to the world? Here. Pitch to Christensen. That's a curveball high. Not by much. 1-1 to count. 4-2 Salem. Here in the bottom of the inning, Christensen, Du Bois, and Skidmore to pitch a swing and a miss, or foul, I should say, off the ground out there. Luke went down, tried to scissor lift that one off the ground. I don't know what else we don't call that one. Way inside. 1-2 to count. Pitch, curveball, almost hit him. 2-2. Discount bins at 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem can help you out with incredible values. A treasure trove of deals. 573-543-2113. Or go by 1201 Scenic Rivers Boulevard to the east. Discount bins bringing you Tiger Baseball and KSMO Media. Again, 573-543-2113. Christensen will stand back in. 3-2 to count. 4-2 to score. And a ground ball to the right side. Grayson has it. Steps on the bag. Chase Grayson with 3 unassisted on your scorebook. Here in the 4th inning. Du Bois will stand in. 5 hits on the early season for Silas in 2.5 games. Not too bad. He stands in, a swing and a miss by Cy, trying to go that in the left center field. They play him that way. They leave him in the left field line wide. We'll say again, wide open. The 0-1, curveball gets away, but I'm going to call it a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-2. Silas did not agree with the umpire. Can't believe that. He waits, wiggles that bat with open stance. The pitch comes in, a swing and a miss. Du Bois down on strikes. 2 down quickly here in this 4th inning. That's strikeout number 5 on the day for Richter. Skidmore waits on the right side. The pitch comes inside with a fastball, ball 1. There's 1 RBI for Salem in this game, that on an infield ground out by Mason Sanders. The pitch, chopper toward third, fielded there nicely by Dan Barry. Forced strikeouts after 3 innings for each pitcher, but then I should say 3.5 innings because Du Bois struck out. So 5th strikeout for Richter back here early in this inning. 4 strikeouts for Skidmore. Pitch, fastball on the outside edge, but not what the choosing of with Wayne Skidmore was. He didn't like that pitch. 3-1 to count. Nice pitch, though, by Richter on a 3-0 count. Next one comes in. Curveball. Inside. I guess that was a 3-0 count. So now, our 3-1 count. Now it's 3-2. 3-2 to count. Pitch from Richter and a swing and a miss. Skidmore goes down on strike. 6th strikeout for Richter. In the game, the Tigers go down in order 4 in a row, set down by Garrett Richter. We have played 4 innings. It's the Salem Tigers leading Steelviile as Salem went down in order 1-2-3. We'll come back in a minute. 4-2 Salem on top. It is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Pitching now for the Cardinals is Luke Christensen. Excuse me, for the Tigers, Luke Christensen.
I think Skidmore's in left and White is in center.
Really confused.
Oh, yeah, they like to do this. All right, we're trying to figure it all out. But we do know Christensen is now pitching. Here we go into the top of the 5th inning. Looks like White has moved to center field here in the top of the 5th. And looks like Skidmore has moved to left field. Well, none of that we've got confirmed, but that's what it looks like. So Christensen is done, are playing center field and moved here to pitch.
They would fill the same spots that we're used to have people in, so.
So right now, that's the way it is. Skidmore is in left field, and White is in center field.
Skidmore is now playing left field, Aaron White is now playing center field.
All right, so it will be right now. Christensen warming up. Skidmore went 4 innings. Did a pretty good job. He really did a nice job. Struck out 4. He did walk 3. Earned runs. He gave up 2. And a number of hits. Well, hits were coming in pretty good. 4 hits given up. 1 walk came back in to score. Otherwise, not too bad. Big double play ball by Danbury, though, really cut Steelviile short down. Come on, that 5th inning, leadoff man is Halbert, a swing and a miss. Steelviile with 2 in the 1st. Salem got 1 back. They scored 2 in the 2nd, then 1 in the 3rd. They lead at 4-2 as we're in the top of the 5th inning. Christensen's next one. And a pop fly to right side. Going back is Barry. Going back. He can't get it. Just out of his reach. Off the end of the bat. And it's 0-2. Steelviile has left 4 on base. Salem has left 4 on base. Christensen ready. The pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. On 1 up and in, and Halbert chased it. First strikeout for the young man. 5th of the day for Salem pitching. And standing in is Garrett Richter. He's got 2 hits in the contest. Richter drove in a run, then scored a run. Pitch comes in. Outside corner for a strike. A drifting slider. 0-1. Luke Christensen. Next pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. Kind of throw a little sidearm there. And had Richter chase it. Ball kept tailing away. Quickly 0-2. Clouds are back, covering the skies, and there's a ground ball up the middle towards the shortstop. Throw across is low and scooped out nicely by Dan and Barry over there. Really good job by the Tigers' Rylan Renault. 2 down. 6-3 on that put out if you're keeping score at home. And Jackson Woods will stand in. Woods is 1 for 2. Steelviile with 3 hits. 4 hits in the game, excuse me. First pitch out of the strike zone by Lou Christensen, who's come on for Wayne Skidmore. He got the start today. 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Both runs were earned. Pitch inside. He had Woods bailing, but couldn't get over the strike zone. 2-0 to count. We're in the 5th inning. 4-2 Salem. On overcast Monday, the pitch. And a pop fly off the fist. Can anybody get there? No. Ball wasn't high enough. Over toward the Steelviile dugout. Silas got back there as quickly as he could, but you're diving into the fence to get that one. And it's a 2-1 count. 2 down. Top of the 5th inning. Brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer, and a swing and a miss on a good sweeping slider. He's got a good cutter. So at least what it looks like from here. I'm not confirmed now with that young man, but that's what it looks like. So 2-2 pitch comes home, and a little pop fly just defending that pitch. It was down and in, and Jackson Woods didn't like the placement of it, fouled it off. He's staying alive with 2 down, nothing shaking right now for the Steelviile Cardinals in this 5th inning. Christensen ready. Brings in the next one. Up and in, ball 3. Came back with a fastball. Tight. Tigers straightaway infield and outfield for this hitter. The 3-2 pitch on the way to Jackson Woods. Here it comes. And a high fly ball in the left field. Over his Skidmore, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Woods got underneath that one and skied it to left. Down in order goes Steelviile. 1, 2, 3, 6 in a row sent down by Salem pitching. As we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, the Salem Tigers lead it by a score of 4-2. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Weather in the Ozarks is unpredictable. Make sure you've got the right insurance to stay protected. Talk to Randall Vaughn and Charlene Turner of Vaughn Insurance Services, LLC in Salem today. For all of your auto, home, life, business, and health insurance needs, Vaughn Insurance is here for you. Call 573-729-9445 or visit them at 400 West 4th Street in Salem today.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
To the bottom of the 5th inning we go. That bottom of the inning brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance agent Willie Strader. You know, do you have a boat? Do you have a trailer for that boat? Do you have an RV? You want to find out how to get them insured? Get to Willie. He can answer those questions. Willie is found at 1414 West Scenic Boulevard, or call 573-729-4941. Willie Strader and Farm Bureau Insurance. I'd like to thank our friends at Quick Tan and More 24-hour tanning for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. A stand-up tanning bed? Yeah, they have them, and they've got one. Plus, they have 6 regular tanning beds at 405 North Main Street. Call 573-453-8024. That's your friends at Quick Tan and More 24-hour tanning. Well, Dan and Barry gets plunked on the backside, and he'll head on down to first base. Second hit by pitch by Mr. Garrett Richter. He also had hit Lou Christensen, but he's been behind a lot of the Salem Tigers players with his pitches all day. So Hayden Ragsdale stands in. He's 2 for 2, has an RBI in this game, and he hits this one towards second base. Play is to first base only, and they get Ragsdale as Barry kind of provided a screen, and Grandstaff could only make the one play for certain, so the runner moves up. So Ragsdale out 4-3. Barry moves to second base. He's in scoring position. So Tigers have RBIs from Hayden Ragsdale and Mason Sanders in this game. There's a foul back and a good swing by Brent Hallinar. Hallinar playing second base today. He has grounded to third and lined out hard to center field. They give him the right field line. Bunch him a little bit toward right center. Pitch comes home. That's high with a fastball. No changes for Steelviile on their infield or pitching, etc. Hallinar waits. Richter brings it home. Fastball strike on the inside corner. Quickly 1-2. One down. Runner at second base here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Pitch, curveball, strike call. Nice pitch. And it caught Hallinar totally by surprise. He's caught looking. 7th strikeout for Richter. And Sanders will stand in with a runner at second base. 2 down now. That curveball totally fooled Hallinar. Pitch comes in, a chopper towards the pitcher, knocked down, but the second baseman's going to get it and throw to first base in time. As we'll go 1-4-3. I do believe that Richter got a piece of that. And Sanders grounds out 1-4-3 to retire the side. No runs, no hits, a hit batsman, 1 man left. We have now played 5 innings. It's the Salem Tigers 4, Steelviile Cardinals 2. We'll take a 1-minute break and return with more Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance.
And we go to the top of the 6th inning. Top of the 6th inning, American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer brings that top of the inning to you. And remember, there's a lot of different things to insurances that you need to remember, like umbrella insurance can cover you in a number of different ways, especially if you want to kind of lower your coverage on 2 or 3 or 4 different vehicles. You can get an umbrella policy and get a little bit lower coverage on those other policies because you're covered by the umbrella. There's a lot of different things that Jonah can talk to you about, including life insurance and so much more. Find out by giving him a call. 573-729-5156. Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. I'd like to thank our friends over at Living a Dream Outdoor Properties for being a proud supporter of Salem Tiger Baseball. Jenna Deason is a great land specialist in farm, hunting, and recreational property. So if you're looking for some of that, feel free to get in touch with Jenna at 573-247-0521. If you're looking for the right property, she can really help you out there. And, of course, outdoor property sales, that's what they do best. Living the Dream Outdoor Properties, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Standing in is Hunter Starbeck. Pitch comes into him, and it's on the inside corner for a strike. Luke Christensen taking over for Wayne Skidmore, who went 4 innings. Luke had a fairly uneventful 5th inning, a strikeout, a pop out, a fly out, and a ground out. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. Again, he's got that kind of sweeping slider. And Steelviile has had trouble with that. Chase Grayson's on deck, and then Carter Grandstaff. Starbeck awaits the 0-2. A little bit high with a fastball. Starbeck hit into a double play as he tried to bunt back in the third inning, and a heck of a play by Dan Barry. The 1-2 pitch comes home, a little bit low in the dirt. Barry dove for it, caught the ball about 3 or 4 inches off the ground and rolled over and fired it to second base, but the ball had a big arc to it. But still, they turned a double play. It really took Tigers out of trouble there in that third inning. That pitcher's just off the plate inside. 3-2. Christensen tried to sneak that one underneath the hands. Did not get the call. From 0-2 to 3-2, and Luke Reddy brings it. Just low and outside, ball 4. Starbeck draws the walk. And Grayson will stand in. He's grounded out to second, singled back in the first inning on a ball up the middle.
Batting now, number 23, Jason.
Grayson, right-handed batter. Christensen, right-handed pitcher. Brings it. Swing and a miss on one on the inside corner. Grayson stepped in the bucket, tried to whack at that one, but didn't get it. If he would open up the hips, maybe could have gotten the bat hit out, but couldn't do it that time. The pitch comes in, he does it again, he fouls it back. Well, he's going to swing the first time, I'll try it again. And that's what Luke Christensen did, and he did. He swung at it again, fouling it back. See if he comes with something off speed to the outside now. Pitch from Luke, runner going. Strike, call, throw to second base is not in time. It goes into center field. Runner trying to go to third base, the throw there, not in time. As a stolen base and a throwing error by Silas DuBois. There's a man out after the strikeout, but the throwing error allowed the Starbeck to go to third base. And so Carter Grindstaff will have a chance to cut into the Salem Tiger 4-2 lead.
Batting now, Carter Grandstaff.
He's walked and grounded out the pitch. That's outside corner for a strike. Again, that sweeping slider. The walk is the 4th of the game, by the way, given to Steelviile. Christensen brings it in. That fastball low and away. Nice block by Silas to shift the body over. Knock that ball down. Keep it in front of you, where it doesn't go back to the screen, and who knows where it's going to go. Luke Christensen ready. Brings it in the dirt again. 2-1. We're in the 6th inning. 4-2 Salem. Runner at third, 1 out. Carter Grandstaff at the plate. In the front part of that plate, the pitch inside, 3-1. Didn't see anybody warming up for Salem, nor for Steelviile. So the 3-1 pitch comes in. Going to pop fly to right side, right by the dugout. It's going to hit the dugout of the Steelviile Cardinals. And it'll be a full count. Starbeck at third. 1 out. 3-2 pitch from Christensen. Here it comes. Outside, ball 4. Oh. A leadoff walk and now a 1-out walk will put up Cameron Wallace to the plate. Wallace has popped out, struck out. Grandstaff, I'm sure, will be running, and here comes Coach Edwards. Christensen started that 5th inning with a strikeout and then got the ground out and the fly out. This time he had Starbeck down 0-2 and then came back and walked him. trying to be maybe too fine. Got Grayson on the strikeout, but Carter Grandstaff again worked a walk. So tying run is at first base. I'm sure they're going to have him running to get to second. And then hope that one of their players can get a hit and tie it. Salem has 5 hits in the game, Steelviile 4. Steelville's committed 4 errors in the game, and Salem, knock on wood, has yet to do so. Make one. Runner leaving early, and that's a balk. And Christensen balks as the runner takes second. They'll make it 4-3. Lou Christensen got totally bummed out when his own players were telling him to throw to second base as the runner was going. He has to step off to do so, and he didn't. He got caught up on the rubber, so the run scores on a balk to make it 4-3, and the other runner's at second base. Pitch comes in, low and in the dirt. So a balk by Christensen. I said Salem has made no errors. Excuse me, they have made one now. They're on the throw to second base by Du Bois that got away. Pitch comes in, now it's high, and Luke is struggling. His stuff was really good in the 5th inning and started out good in the 6th until started walking guys and can get habit forming. Pitch comes in, a fly ball to center field. Not hit very hard. White has it. Runner does not tag. So Wallace flies out to center. And Carter Wallace will stand in. 2 down here in the 6th inning. 4-3 as Steelviille has tallied a run on a balk. A walk, stolen base, an error, and a balk. Runner at second base. That's Grandstaff. By the way, he is not credited with a stolen base. Pitch comes in. There's a foul off to the right side. He moved up. He was going to have a stolen base, but then the balk occurred. So he is not given a stolen base. Kind of a bad deal, but that's kind of the way the rules go. 0-1 pitch comes home. There's a chop towards first base. It's foul. Quickly 0-2 on Carter Wallace. Salem Tigers in their 6th inning will have White, Renault, and Christensen up. 4-3 our score. Salem with the lead. As Luke Christensen right now brings them the 0-2. Ooh, just low. One and 2 to count. 2 down. Christensen looks into Du Bois. He gets the sign. Brings it. And a grounder towards third. And booted by Sanders. Ball was not hit hard. Had some spin on it. So Wallace reaches on the air by Sanders. And it's now first and third. Sanders did not charge that ball hard. And let the ball play him, and it went in and out of the glove, allowing Wallace to reach. Second error of the inning for Salem. Evan Midget will stand in. He's walked and struck out.
Batting now, number 25, Evan Midget.
A ball off a fist, has a lot of spin on it, but that ball was skittering on the grass for quite some time. I don't think there's much spin left to it, but Mason did not come up with it cleanly. Pitch comes in, it's high and tight. Ball 1 from Luke Christensen. 4-3, Salem on top. Got all 4 runs in the first 3 innings. And now Du Bois wants to talk to his hurler. Ooh. So we have a pinch hitter up for Midget. Did not see that. I saw the 5. I just assumed. Pitch comes home and a swing and a miss. Nolan Butler is the pinch hitter. So excuse me, I did not see that. I saw the 5 on the back of his jersey and assumed it was Evan Midget, but it was not. So Butler in. Pitch comes to him, a swing and a miss, quickly 1-2. At first base, it's Wallace. At third, it's Carter Grandstaff. He's the tying run, and the pitch comes home to Butler. Strike call! He got him on the off-speed pitch. Butler could not move, and he's called out on strikes. Third strikeout for Christensen. Couldn't have come at a better time, and that retires the side. 1 run on a total of no hits. There were 2 errors, and there was 1 man left. We have now played 5.5, excuse me. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Steelviile Cardinals trailing the Salem Tigers by a score of 4-3. Back in a minute, it's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem was founded in 1883 on the principles of local ownership, a commitment to the people of our community, local decisions, and a conservative approach to banking. As one of the oldest locally owned banks in the Ozarks, we've had the privilege to serve generations of local families. We pride ourselves on dedication to our customers and the people of Dent County, and we take pride in being an important part of it for years to come. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. A couple of those sponsors include Discount Bins in Salem. Discount Bins has truckloads of new merchandise each week, and the prices drop every day until they're gone. Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
But I know our guys aren't. And we welcome you back to the Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. Salem will be at Ellington Thursday, 5:45 start time. Varsity game only, by the way. And, of course, don't forget tomorrow our Lady Tigers start their season out at Ellington against the Lady Whippets. 4:30 start time there. Tomorrow, Coach Moore and our Lady Tigers. Good luck to them. Vaughn Insurance Services. Proud to be a supporter of your Salem Tigers. Randall and Charlene can answer questions you might have about the right types of insurance. Give them a call, 573-729-9445, or stop by 400 West 4th Street in Salem. That's Vaughn Insurance Services. In case you weren't with us earlier, I wanted to congratulate our friends at Bunker High School today. They obviously, late last week, they did name that the Player of the Year in Class 1 was Brennan Malloy. Fantastic accomplishment with Coach of the Year, Rod Gorman. Both Brennan and Owen Sanders made the All-State team for Bunker, so congratulations to the boys. And then Kinsey Barton for Bunker made the All-State team for the girls. And congratulations to those players on their All-State selections. The line drive in the right center field. That's a base hit. It's going to go to the fence for White. He'll end up at second. He may go to third. He's making a turn. He'll try for third, and he'll make it with a triple. He reached for that one and kind of got it off the end of the bat, but it sailed and went right over the head of the right fielder, Colin Orrick, all the way to the fence. When he went over in the gap to go get it, I thought that he better have to jump high because that ball kept carrying. So a leadoff triple for White.
Batting now, number 2, Rylan Renaud.
First hit for the Salem Tigers since back a leadoff single for Aiden Ragsdale in the 3rd inning. So Richter had shut down the Tigers, had hit a guy, but that's it in the last 3 innings. So Renaud's up. I don't think he'll be bunting here, but we could see a squeeze play. He has a sacrifice already in this game. Pitch comes to him. Swing and a miss on one way out of the strike zone. It's quickly 0-2. Luke Christensen is on deck. Need this run to come home. Salem with a 4-3 lead. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the inning brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader in Salem. That ball hit him. Ball hit him in the foot. That's the third hit by pitch by Richter, and that might be it for him. As the coach is going to come out and talk to him, or just try and settle the young man down. Leadoff triple. That ball just took off. I didn't really think it was going to be hit that well when White reached forward, but he got it off the sweet spot of the bat, and it carried out to right center field and over the head of Orick. And it was the center fielder, actually, Starbeck, that got the ball back in. So first and third, nobody out for Luke Christensen. Salem could bunt here with a sacrifice to see what Steelviile does. 3 persons hit by a pitch today for Salem. And looks like we may have a pitching change. It looks like Grayson's going to come in and pitch. And that is going to be the case. So Richter will go 5 innings. 5 actually plus innings. Gave up a total of 6 hits. He's still responsible for the 2 men on base. He did hit 3. Struck out 7. He has actually not really walked anybody. He's hit him by the pitch, so but no walks in the game. And as far as earned runs, well, 2 of the 4 earned runs. But that's it. No, actually only 1 of the 4 is an earned run. So this one could be another earned run. It depends on how it's scored. But right now, Grayson coming in to relieve Richter. A lot of pitches in this game. Had to work around a lot of errors. 4 errors by Steelviile Cardinals in this contest. So Grayson, a big, tall right-hander, will come in. I am assuming, and I probably shouldn't, that Richter is going to go to first base. I'm assuming that, but I haven't seen him emerge from yep, that's it. I hadn't seen him emerge from the grouping there at the mound, and he will take first base. So here in the bottom of the 6th, he's going to swap guys out, 1 for 3. And it'll be Christensen standing in. So Richter now playing in on the grass, looking for a bunt. Steelviile actually playing all in. He's actually going to go back to the bag now. Runner not going, pitch low and away with a curveball. So Steelviile not playing in on the grass, but they're playing close to it. I'm not quite sure I've seen him play in on dirt. If you're going to do it, you need to cut off that runner. Let's see if Renault wants to go here. Short lead, a little bit bigger, not going. Pitch comes in, the bunt is foul by Christensen. Not a hearty attempt at that bunt, kind of more of a defensive attempt at that bunt. White's at third. Big hole on the right side with the runner being held onto by Richter. And their second baseman, Grandstaff, playing up the middle. Oh, big hole. Runner going, the pitch is inside, no throw. So Renault steals the base without a challenge. 2-1 to count. Christensen could drive in 2 here with a well-placed hit. Pitch, it's in the dirt, knocked down. And it's 3-1. Silas DuBois will be on deck. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. White at third base. Renault at second. Luke Christensen with a 3-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 4. First walk given up by Steelviile pitching. And Silas DuBois will stand in. He's 1 for 3.
Salem Tigers now is number 5,
Silas, they're going to give him a whole bunch of left field. They have every time he's come up. They give him left or center field and the entire left field line. Pitch comes in, swing and a miss. He's trying to pull the ball. Bases loaded, nobody down. Silas waits deep in the box with an open stance. Pitch comes in, outside high, ball one, 1-1. This is where hopefully you've worked on inside out swing to take that ball to left field. You'll drive in two, maybe three. Pitch comes in outside with an off-speed pitch, 2-1. Let's see if Silas can get to a cripple here. As Grayson's struggling finding the strike zone. Now the pitch comes home. A little bit low, ball three with a fastball. Bases are loaded. A walk brings in a run. White at third base. Renault at second. Christensen at first. The pitch. Check swing, pop foul, backing out of play. That pitch was up and out over the plate. I had seen a little bit earlier the left fielder Wallace start cheating back. They were giving him so much left field. But now he's still on left center. 3-2 pitch to Du Bois. Foul straight back with a good fastball. Skidmore's on deck and then Barry. Salem with a 4-3 lead. We're in the bottom of the sixth. They're trying to add to that lead. Infield, in, on the dirt. As the pitch comes home. Outside, ball four. That's an RBI walk for Silas Du Bois. White will jog home after the leadoff triple, and it makes it a 5-3 game. Renault down to third, Christensen down to second. And now Wayne Skidmore will stand in. He can add to the lead. Skidmore struck out twice and reached on an error by the second baseman. It pitched way high with a straight change. And Grayson getting a little aggravated. Doesn't really help you as a pitcher to get frustrated. The pitch comes home. That's in the dirt. 2-0. Early in the season, control is usually a struggle. Either you have it or you don't. And right now, Grayson's fighting it. The pitch comes in on the corner for a strike on the inside corner. Skidmore taking all the way. 2-1. Bases loaded for Salem. The pitch. Swing and a pop. Pop off the edge of the right off the fists. Hello. Couldn't say the words. Right off the fist, right into the catcher's glove, making it 2-2. The ball is up. He'll have to protect the plate now. The 2-2 pitch from Grayson. Here it comes in the dirt and gets away. Runner's going to try and score. The throw home, and he is safe. Grayson went over the plate, but didn't get him before the plate. So Renault sneaks in underneath the tag. It's a good call by the umpire because Grayson went straight to the plate, caught the ball above the plate, but allowed Renault to get his hand in front of the plate on the very edge, and it's a 6-3 Salem Tiger lead on the wild pitch. Christensen moves up, as does Du Bois, each a base. So now Christensen's at third, Du Bois at second. Still nobody out with a 3-2 count to Wayne Skidmore. Barry's on deck. From the stretch, the pitch is ball four. Another runner is going to try and score as that ball goes in the dirt, and he will. Another wild pitch. That ball looked like it should have been caught by Halbert, but he missed it. I'm going to call that one a pass ball because it looked like he had really a good chance to catch that ball, and it did not look like it hit the dirt first. But the Tigers have got 3 runs here. It all started with a triple by Aaron White. Renault got hit by a pitch. They changed pitchers, and Grayson came in and has thrown, I mean to tell you, he's thrown jet fuel on the fire. Not just a little bit of kerosene, and he's going to be done. So Grayson comes in, and I'm sure he'll go back to first base as they bring in their next pitcher, and I do believe that's going to be Carter Grandstaff. So Grandstaff will come in.
Carter Grandstaff is.
So Grayson pitches the 2 hitters. Did not give up a hit. And did walk 2. Threw 2 one wild pitch and a passed ball. Didn't strike out anybody, and he's responsible for the man at third base yet. Well, yeah, he's responsible for the guys on base. Oh, you're fine. So Skidmore gets on via the walk. Unfortunately for him, no RBI, as the runners had previously scored on wild pitches. But nonetheless, so 3 walks, make that 3 walks by Grayson. And again, responsible for both Skidmore and Du Bois. As Dan and Barry will check in. So Richter started the game. Garrett Richter responsible for 5 runs, 2 of them earned. Grayson has already given up 1 run and could be responsible for another. Pitch comes in, it's high. Throw it down there, it's cut off by the second baseman, who is now Garrett Richter. So Richter, by the way, is now at second, as Grandstaff here in the bottom of the 6th is pitching. And back to first base goes Grayson. Grandstaff brings it to Barry, way outside. Second and third, nobody out still. Tigers do not have an out. Next one, off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 2-1. 3-1. Dan and Barry asked for the count. 3-1 to count. The pitch outside, ball 4. So Barry draws a walk. 4 straight walks after a hit by pitch. And the Tigers have the bases loaded. Still nobody out for Hayden Ragsdale. Ragsdale with a couple of hits in this game is grounded out to second base. Does have an RBI. He waits. The pitch from Grandstaff. That's a little bit high. Hallinar's on deck. Steelviile scored a run at the top of the 6th inning to make it a 4-3 game, and the Tigers responded. Pitch, a nice pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Took a little something off. They give Ragsdale a whole bunch of room down the right field line and in left center. The pitch, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Looked like a straight change. Looked like he timed it pretty well, but just missed it. 1-2 the count. Grandstaff brings it outside low. 2-2. Working from the stretch. The pitch way high. Ball 3. Looking in for the sign. The 3-2 pitch coming. Outside, ball 4 and another RBI for Ragsdale. And it's 8-3 as coming home is Silas DuBois with the easy jog in. Skidmore will go to third and Barry down to second base. 5 straight walks after a hit by pitch. And Brett Hallinar stands in. Still nobody out. The pitch foul straight back on a high fastball. Coach's nightmare, bringing a relief pitcher, and they can't find a strike zone. Salem had received no walks until this 6th inning, and now they have 5 straight. Carter Grandstaff to Hallinar, way high and all the way back to the screen. Thinking about coming home with Skidmore, but the ball came back off the screen toward the catcher, Ripken Halbert. So Grandstaff goes back on top of the hill, working on the full windup. So these guys can get a good lead. The pitch comes home. That's just a little bit low. 2-1. Grayson playing in on the grass. He's the only one that is. Well, you can't defend a walk. 5 straight of them getting up by Steelviile pitching. Pitch is high, ball 3. 8-3 Salem with 4 runs here in the 6th inning. And the next one from Grandstaff. Ball just a late call strike, barely touching the strike zone, making a 3-2 count. That ball could have been called either way. Grandstaff to Hallinar. Here it comes. And a high fly ball out to right field. That should drive in a run. Making the catches, Orlick. He throws the ball toward home plate, and it's going to make it all the way down. Now Barry going to go to third base, and he's going to make it there. And now the other goes to second base, Ragsdale, as nobody covered the bag. So Hallinar gets the RBI on the fly ball to make it 9-3.
Number 10.
Skidmore scores. Barry to third, Ragsdale to second, and Sanders at the plate. 5 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Salem Tigers. The pitch coming to Sanders. That's a strike on the outside corner. Barry at third. Ragsdale down at second base. 1 out. The pitch. Call a strike on that one. That was a little bit inside. But it's 0-2. Sanders has an RBI in this game on a ground down the infield. Pitch is a wild pitch. Here comes Dan Barry. He's going to try and score, and he will. Another wild pitch. One, two, 3 wild pitches in this inning and 1 pass ball. Ragsdale now at third base. It's 10-3. With Sanders still at the plate. 1-2 to count. He's the 9th man to bat in the inning. Hallinar ended the 5-walk streak with that sacrifice fly. Non-official time at bat, by the way. And a foul on an off-speed pitch as Sanders was patient, but not patient enough. Still 1-2. 6 runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning and a man at third base. Still 1 out. Pitch to Sanders in the dirt. And here comes another man trying to score, and he will score on yet another wild pitch. Ragsdale comes home to score to make it 11-3. And the bases are finally empty. It all started with a triple, a hit by pitch, then a walk, a walk, a walk, a walk, and a fly ball. 7 runs later. Pitch comes home in the dirt, 3-2. Aaron White waits on deck. He started all with a triple. Ninth man to bat in the inning is Mason Sanders. That pitch, a swing and a miss. Off speed, kind of a swerve. But he goes down on strikes, first strikeout for Grandstaff. And White hits a pop-up on the infield. And taken down there by their shortstop with a fine catch, Jackson Woods, and that retires the side. But not until the Salem Tigers score 7 times. They do so on one hit. One hit. There were no errors. Well, it was a pass ball and 4 wild pitches, but no errors. And there was nobody left. We have now played 6. It's 11-3 Salem. We'll come back in 1 minute with the 7th inning. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
From our yard into your home. At Can Oak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Can Oak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Salem Tigers now with an 11-3 lead. What a inning by the Salem Tigers. Richter started out giving up a triple by Aaron White, and the ball looked like it got misplayed there by Colin Orrick. Then he hit Ryan Renault in the foot, and then they took him out, probably getting very close to his pitch limit. But then they brought in Grayson, who walked 3 guys in a row. Then they brought in Grandstaff, who walked 2 more in a row, and then a sacrifice fly by Brent Helenar and a strikeout. But in between all those walks, there were 4 wild pitches and a pass ball, allowing the Salem Tigers to score a total of 7 times in that 6th inning. Christensen went 2 innings, by the way, for the Salem Tigers, and he gave up no hits. Did give up a couple of walks, struck out a man, or 2 men actually, make that 3, and did not allow but 1 run, but it was unearned. That run, by the way, did score on a balk. So, again, unearned run as the runner reached third base on an error. So Franklin will come in and try and wrap it up here. I don't really see any other changes. So I believe Franklin will just come in and take over for Christensen. He'll go back to center field. So he's back in center. And Aaron White is, I mean, he's not in right field. He's out of the game. And I don't think he's in right field. So anyway, Christensen is back in center field.
Leading off the top of the
And
7th
Skidmore is still in left.
Cardinals is number 7, Ripken Albert.
Franklin would be batting in the 7th spot if we'd get back to that. Top of the order, Halbert stands in. The first pitch in for a strike. Off-speed pitch by Franklin. 11-3, Salem on top. So trying to get their first win of the year as the next one comes in and it's in the dirt. Goes back to the screen. 1-1 account. Richter and Woods will follow for the Steelviile Cardinals. Tight ball game until the bottom of the 6th inning. It was a 4-3 Salem Tiger lead. And then the wheels fell off the wagon for the Steelviile Cardinals. Their pitching just kind of went kaputski. Pitch comes in, just a tick high, and it's 2-1. Halbert has walked, struck out, and popped out. He's doing the catching today for Steelviile. And a 2-1. Line drive base hit left field. Up one in his eyes. He hacked it in the right, or left field. Right past the shortstop, Renault. So Garrett Richter will stand in. That off-speed pitch by Franklin had hit me written all over it. It just sat up there. If he was throwing a curveball or whatever, or change, it just sat. Didn't spin at all. Halbert with the lead. A pitch coming to Richter, who has a couple of hits in this game. Popped it up. Going to go back just over top and on top of the press box. And out of play. Franklin is not a hard thrower. From the stretch, the 0-1 count. Looks to first, throws it wide and outside. Halbert with the lead at first. Pitch from Franklin, low and outside, 2-1. One thing you want to do coming in with a big lead is throw strikes. Let's see what Franklin can do here. Next one comes in. There's a fly ball to right field. Ragsdale is there, makes the catch. And there's one out. Got that one up as well.
Brings up the bat.
Jackson Woods will stand in. Dalton Franklin. Tall right-handed batter. Woods, who's 1 for 3, takes it high and away. He's flown out to left twice and singled to left. Steelviile with 5 hits in this game. Pitch comes home. That's a nice pitch, a strike, throw down to first base. And Halbert was pretty far off the base, but got back in plenty of time. Waiting is Woods. The pitch comes home. That's high and outside. 2-1. Hunter Starbeck is on deck. Franklin rings it. And a pop-up on the infield, but going out of play. Just going to be over top of the Salem Tiger dugout. Another pitch up and in. 2-2, 1 out here in the 7th inning. Salem with an 11-3 lead. Salem with 6 hits and 11 runs. Steelviile with 5 hits and 3 runs. Pitch comes home way outside and high. 3-2. Hunter Starbeck, as I mentioned, on deck. And the pitch comes home. A swing and a high fly ball in the short left field. Going out and coming in and making the catch is Skidmore, as Renault went out, but Skidmore came in. There's 2 down. Again, those guys are swinging at pitches up in their eyes, and they're popping them up, which is very effective. Hunter Starbeck, the last chance of the Steelviile Cardinals. He has walked, struck out, hit, and bunted into a double play. Fastball's high. Salem will be at Ellington Thursday, 5:45, varsity game only. Down at Ellington and taking a Whippets. Pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. Tigers trying for that first win of the year. Runner going. Took him a long time to do that. That pitch is high, 2-1, without anybody holding him on. I was kind of surprised he hadn't gone earlier. Starbeck with a 2-1 count. Chase Grayson's on deck if they get that far. Pitch is high, 3-1. (11-3), Salem Tigers on top. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Dalton Franklin brings it home. That's low, ball 4, and the ball gets away. And the runner will move to third base on the wild pitch.
That brings up the bat.
So Franklin with his first walk, 6th walk given up by Salem in this game. And Chase Grayson, who singled in the first, drove in a run, grounded out, and struck out, is at the plate. Franklin, the sign from Du Bois, brings it. A swing and a foul down the left field line and way out of play. Got way out in front on that one. All 7 runs scored by Salem in that 6th inning, by the way, were earned. One and one to count to Grayson. The pitch, high fly ball out to left center field. Who wants it? And going to his knees and bringing it in was the center fielder, Lou Christensen, and that's a winner for the Salem Tigers. 3 fly balls in this inning, 1 to each outfielder, and the Tigers get the big win over the Steelviile Cardinals by a final score of 11-3 for their first win of the year. And as we mentioned, not a slugfest by any way, shape, or form, but nonetheless a big win for the Salem Tigers, getting a big 7th spot to really put this game away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, we hope you enjoyed that. We've got some stats and more information to bring you when we return in just a moment on KSMO Media. Again, a final score of Salem Tigers 11 and Steelviile Cardinals 3. We will take a 3-minute break and come back with stats after this one. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Dent County Farm Supply is locally owned and here to serve your farm and home needs. Check out everything that we have to offer, including feed, custom mix, fencing, and seed, just to name a few. Did you know that we carry top brand names such as Purina, Bad Boy, Showrite, Weaver, and Steel? No need to travel, we're right here for you. Stop in and talk to the helpful staff at Dent County Farm Supply today, located at the corner of Highway 72 and East Scenic Rivers Boulevard here in Salem.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Want to change a life in just 1 hour a week? Thanks to the opioid settlement funds through Healthy Dent County, the Mentoring Makes a Difference program is here, connecting caring adults with local students. 1 hour of your time can make a lasting difference. Join us today and become a mentor. Contact liberty@salemcommunitycenter.org or call 573-729-8163. Mentoring makes a difference. 1 hour, one child, one big impact.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
We are back. Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. Salem wins their first game of the year, 11-3 over the Steelviile Cardinals. A lot of walks in this game, all in the sixth inning for Steelviile. Otherwise, none prior to that. But the Tigers took advantage of errors and they took advantage of the walks, and they win it by a score of 11-3 in this one. This is our post-game show brought to you by United Country Salem Realty. Babette Welsh, your broker owner. Remember, they can save you time and money in finding you the right real estate throughout Dent County as well as surrounding areas. Call them at 573-729-3148 or stop by 605 South Main Street. Again, Babette Welsh, your broker owner. Well, it was Wayne Skidmore getting the win, going 4 innings, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. He was followed up by Luke Christensen, who went 2 innings, gave up a run. It was unearned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And then it was Dalton Franklin coming in, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, and no runs given up. For the Steelviile Cardinals, Garrett Richter was their starter. He went 5+ innings, gave up 6 hits, 6 runs, 2 of them earned. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 7, but he did hit 3 guys. And then Grayson came on, and I'll tell you what, Chase Grayson could not find the strike zone. He gave up 3 walks, and all 3 guys scored. He retired nobody. And then it was Grandstaff coming on, and Carter didn't fare very well either to start things out. He walked the first 2 guys he faced. He then got a fly ball by Brett Hollinar to drive in a run. That was one of the only RBIs for the Salem Tigers in that contest. And in the contest, Salem only had 5 RBIs in the entire contest. And anyway, but nonetheless, with Grandstaff then was able to get Sanders and on a strikeout and then a pop out by Aaron White to get out of that 6th inning where Salem tallied 7 times and all after a leadoff triple. A leadoff triple. Now one with the bases loaded. The bases loaded 4 times in that inning, and all those runs came home on wild pitches or a pass ball. Wow. Hard to believe, but yeah, that one came home on a sacrifice fly, the last one. So a big inning for the Salem Tigers, but really one of those games where when a pitcher can't find the strike zone, and this in high school baseball happens, especially early in the season, you get a walk fest, and that's kind of what it turned into with 5 straight walks after a hit by pitch in that 6th inning. That's how the game went. 2-run first for Steelviile. As Halbert got a walk, he stole second base. Garrett Richter, their starting pitcher, came up, got a base hit to drive in a run, make it 1-0 Steelviile. He stole second. Jackson Wood flew out to left. Hunter Starbeck struck out, but then Chase Grayson got a base hit off of Skidmore to drive in the second run and make it 2-0. Tigers got a run in the 1st inning after Du Bois struck out. Wayne Skidmore reached on an error by their second baseman, went to second on a wild pitch, and then after Barry popped out, Hayden Ragsdale singled him home to make it 2-1. In the 2nd inning, Steelviile went down with hardly a whimper. Maybe they had 1 walk in that inning, but they left him. But then the Tigers in their 2nd inning got a base hit by Mason Sanders. It was a lucky bounce hit, but we'll take the hit. It bounced past the 3rd baseman. And then Aaron White got a base hit, a grounder to the right side. It just got through. Then it was Rylan Renault sacrificing those runners to 2nd and 3rd. Lou Christensen then got hit by a pitch, an error also by the second baseman, though, after the 2nd and 3rd allowed a run to score because they tried to pick them off, and when they did, they allowed the run to score. So, again, some errors being made by the Steelviile Cardinals in the contest, and the Tigers took advantage of that. And then Du Bois got a base hit to drive in a run in that 2nd inning. So 2 runs for the Salem Tigers came home, and that made it a 3-2 Salem Tiger lead. In the 3rd inning, the first 2 guys for Steelviile reached. Richter and Woods had base hits. Then Hunter Starbeck came up, their number 4 hitter, and he tried to bunt, And when he did, Dan and Barry made a diving effort, made the catch, and then turned it into a double play at second as Richter was running. And that pretty well took the air out of that inning. And then Chase Grayson grounded out to second base. But in the third inning for the Salem Tigers, leadoff single by Hayden Ragsdale. He stole second, went to third on an error by the catcher, and then came home on the line out by Brent Hallinar. And that made it a then Brett Helnar lined out to center. Ragsdale could not score at that point. Mason Sanders then grounded out on the infield, and that allowed the run to score on a 5-3 putout. So it was 4-2. It stayed that way all the way to the sixth inning when a leadoff walk to Hunter Starbeck. He stole second, went to third on an error by the catcher, and after Grayson struck out, Carter Grandstaff walked. He got to second base. A fly out by but before the fly out by Wallace, with Grandstaff stealing second, a balk was called on Lou Christensen, and that allowed the run to score to make it 4-3. And then Grandstaff ended up at third base after an error made there by Mason Sanders, allowed to be first and third. But then their pinch hitter, Nolan Butler, struck out to end the inning. And then the Tigers in that sixth inning, a leadoff triple by Aaron White. Then Rylan Renault on a 0-2 pitch got hit in the back foot on a curveball by Richter. That was his last pitch. He came out of the game, and then in came Grayson. So it was first and third with nobody out. Renault stole second base to make it second and third. Then Christensen walked. Then Silas DuBois, before he could walk, there was a wild pitch to drive in a run, to bring in a run. And that made it, at that time, 5-3. Then a pass ball made it 6-3. Then Du Bois walked. Then Skidmore came up, and then two more wild pitches brought in two more runs. And then a sacrifice fly by Brett Hallinar brought in the last Tiger run, again with 5 straight walks in that sixth inning. In the seventh inning, a leadoff single by Halbert. He stole second and went to third on a wild pitch, and then a walk by Hunter Starbeck made a first and second, but 3 flyouts to the outfield, one right, one left, and one center. End of the game, Salem Tigers win it 11-3 in this contest. 2 hits for Hayden Ragsdale in the contest for the Salem Tigers, and Sanders had a hit. Aaron White had 2 hits in the game as well. So when you look up and down the lineup, not a lot of hits, but there were some hits by the Tigers, and you'll take them. 6 hits in the game, but still 11 runs. You take them any way you can. But good at-bats by the Salem Tiger hitters. Didn't chase the ball out of strike zone too much, earned the walks, and got the win 11-3. So, again, Salem finishing up with 6 hits, 5 for Steelviile. The Tigers made the most of their hits, taking advantage of those errors. And also, I think with the key play in the game, really, though, was the double play by Dan and Barry in that third inning. When he made that catch and turned that double play, and you took a first and second nobody out situation, and they're down by 1 run, and all of a sudden you snuff out their rally, and the Steelviile Cardinals didn't really challenge again almost the entire game. So Salem wins at 11-3. They'll be at Ellington on Thursday for a 5:45 matchup. It'll be varsity only again from Ellington on Thursday. Tomorrow, the Lady Tigers will have their first softball game of the year under Coach Moore. They'll be at Ellington to take on the Lady Whippets. We hope you can make it down there. 4:30 start time on that one, and we'll not be carrying that on KSMO Media. Also, all the other spring sports are starting to get started. I think the track team has a practice meet. I think that's tomorrow. And I also believe the golf team will get together. So maybe it might be tennis. Tennis or golf. One of the other two is going to participate in something. Golf. Tennis? Tennis. Okay. That was kind of a weird. You could have done like that. Anyway, the tennis team will be playing tomorrow. Not even sure who they play, but that's anyway. They'll be in action tomorrow, and that will be again tomorrow on Tuesday. So spring sports will be in full swing. Here it is, already getting the end of March, and man, I'll tell you what, it's taking off already. But our next game will be Thursday, 5:45. Again, as the opening day for Major League Baseball, we will have the game on at 5:45, but it may start out as a stream-only game. on KSMO Media. And then once the Cardinal broadcast is complete, then we will put it on the radio side on KSMO AM 1340 and FM 95.7. The Tigers and the Whippets on Thursday afternoon. For Ben doing the work over here on the video side, for Sally back at the station, my name is Stan Stevens. Thanks for joining us for Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media, where they win today over the Steelviile Cardinals by a final score of 11-3. We hope you enjoyed the contest. Have a great night, and good night from the high school baseball field complex.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Salem Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media. Today's game has been brought to you by Town & Country Bank, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Town & Country Insurance, the City of Salem, Dent County Prevention Coalition, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Canoke, Missouri LLC, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Hubs Tire Center, Flying W Boutique, Four Rivers Community Health Center, American Family Insurance, Salem Memorial Hospital, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Cardy, Living the Dream Real Estate, Quick Tan and more, Rockin' G Western Trading Post, Dent County Farm Supply, Healthy Dent County, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center Incorporated, United Country Salem Realty, Jet Tire and Auto, Salem License Bureau, Technology Junkyard, Ozark Overhead Door, Legends Automotive LLC, On the Spot Auto Glass, Your World Today, Discount Bins in Salem, and Vaughn Insurance Services LLC. Thanks to those fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events right here on KSMO Media.